Hi guys, in this video we will learn how to add to cart functionality in Laravel, and also we will implement Stripe payment gateway over here. Okay, so let's get started with an example. So let me go here and you can see that I already downloaded fresh Laravel application and also installed Laravel UI for basic authentication, login and registration. And let me go here into the okay, in my editor you can see that there is already database configuration. Okay, and you can see into my table plus, you can see that there is a tables. Okay, and also I created products table with there is a 4 by default product, so we just directly use these products for the checkout process. Okay, so now first of all what I will do, go here and here I will be get all the product and list over here, and there is a one button that's called add to cart, so we can manage the cart. Okay, so first of all I will go here and let's go to the controller, into my home controller, and here what I will do, I will get all the products, product colon all. Okay, so that means I already created model that's called product model. Okay, with the name, description, image and price. Okay, and also you can see into my public directory images there is already added some dummy images over here. Okay, now let me go and I will use model that's called product, save it, and this product I will pass to the home. Okay, so I will say compact and I will say products, save it. The next what I will do, go to the resource and home, and here I will remove this one. Okay, and here I will say for each loop. Okay, data, so I will say products and value will be product. And here what I will do, I will take one first div and I will say row, remove this. Okay, make some proper design over here, so I will say over here div class and I will say column d 3 for each. Okay, and then inside that what I will do, div cart. Okay, inside the cart I will say img first, image I will display it over here, so I will get the image of, oh, you can see there product, and I will get the image from the table. You can see that there is already image column, so I will say image. Okay, and I will take image from the images folder inside the public, so I will say images. Okay, and I will add class that's called cart img top. Okay, simply save it. This is the bootstrap class that I'm going to use over here, and then I will say cart body, save it. Okay, and then inside that I will simply add h4, and that should be a product name, simply save it. Now let me go here and refresh it. You can see that, but you can see product, there is a mistake over here, not cart, it's a card. So I will say card, save it, refresh it. Now you can see that perfect small size. And now let me go here and also change column d8 to 12, save, so make proper design for it. So yeah, now it's better. Okay, and also I will make it like padding 2, so it's every side, it's just add the padding over here, so now looks better. Okay, now what I will do, the next I will say p tag, and here I will be add description, save it. Okay, now let me refresh it. You can see that description, and then same thing I will also add price in dollar, so I will say it's dollar, and I will make it in strong text, so make some proper layout. Okay, save it and refresh. Now you can see that proper. Okay, now what I will do, I will make it all the text center, so I will say text center, save it. Okay, and refresh. You can see that now proper, you can see that with the product name, description, and you can see that with the price. Okay, so now what I will do, I will add one more button that's called add to cart, and when I click on it, it should be add that product to the cart. Okay, session cart. So let me go here, and here I will be add one a tag over here, and I will say class btn warning, and I will say add to cart, save it. Okay, and refresh. You can see that add to cart simple yellow button over here. Okay, now what I will do, first of all I will add one route. I will create one controller, so I will say php artisan mac controller, and I will say add like cart controller. I will say cart controller. Okay, that's it. Now let me go here and create one route. Okay, so what I will do, I will say add to cart slash id. Okay, and then I will use cart controller over here, cart controller, and there is a index method add to cart. Okay, and here I will be give the name of the route, so I will say add to cart. Simply save it. Okay, and now what I will do, let me go to the cart controller, and here I will be create one function. Okay, and that's called add to cart, and here I will be add id. Okay, and simply $dd. Okay, and id. Save it, and let me use this route over here. Okay, copy this and go to the home, and here I will say href. I will say route, and here I will pass the route name, and then I will pass as a id, that's called product id. Save it. Okay, now let me go and refresh. Let me run again the project, refresh, and now you can see, and you can see 1 2 and 3 4 all the product id. If I click on it, you can see that there is a number of product is too. So what I will do, first over here into the controller, I will use model product, save it, and here I will be find the product first, and I will say product find from the id. Okay, then what I will do, I will create one session over here. Okay, so that's called cart, and I will say session, that's called cart. Okay, if there is nothing, then it's, you can see that if there is nothing cart session, then it will be return the empty record. And here I will say cart, and I will pass the key, that's called id of the product id. Okay, equal to, I will pass the array over here. Okay, so I will pass name, and I will say product name. Okay, and then second will be quantity, and that's one for now. Okay, and then I will say price, that price also I will take from the object product. I will say price. Okay, and same thing, I will also pass the image, and then I will also pass the description, so later we can use it. Okay, so now you can see that inside the cart I will create this. Okay, and then what I will do, I will create session, and then I will say put session. Okay, here is the session name cart, and then I will pass the cart array over here. Save it. Okay, and at the return, redirect back, and with success message, so I will say session, sorry, with success, and I will say product added to the cart. Okay, yeah, now let me save it. Okay, now let me go to the home, and here I will be print the success message over here. So I will say session, okay, you can see that success, and it's giving the success alert over here. Simply save it. Okay, now let me go here and go back and refresh it, and if I click on add to cart, you can see that product added to the cart. So that means when I click over here, it's created one session, that's called cart. Okay, and it's added over here. Okay, and now let me create again. If I click on it, you can see that product added to the cart, but I don't know where it's added, or there is no counter or anything. So what I will do, inside the now bar I will display that like checkout, or like add to cart or something, cart button I will add over here. So what I will do, I will go resource view, and there is layout. Inside the layout, what I will do, you can see this is already logout function over here. So I will copy this, and I will paste it over here. Okay, and then I will say here that's called cart. Okay, save it. Okay, and here I will say count function, and then I will say session. What session we created, that's called cart. Okay, and by default will be array. Okay, so that means it's count number of how many carts inside the session. Save it, and now let me go and refresh. You can see that cart over here, and that's called 2 only. Okay, so what I will do, I will some make it proper design. For that I will say strong, so you will feel like this is perfect. Okay, and here I will say bracket at the end, and here I will say bracket, and I will say add to cart, or maybe say my cart. Okay, save it. Okay, and then I will add some class over here that's called btn info. Okay, save it. Yeah, now you can see that my cart, and there is a 2 item now, much more better. But you can also see that's not filled. So what I will do, I will go to the font awesome library, copy this css. Okay, go to the my app.blade, save it. Okay, and now I can use the font awesome class as well. So what I will do over here, that's called I. Okay, I class, and I will add font awesome font, and then I will use the shopping cart. Simply save it. Okay, now let me go and refresh it. You can see that now much more better, like my cart, and there is a 2 item over here. Okay, if I click on it, you can see that there is still showing 2 item over here. Okay, so now what I will do over here, you can see that there is a 2 item it's displaying, but you can see that there is a still showing the logout. So what I want to do here, I will be display a list of all the products that I added to the checkout. So what I will do, I will remove this form. Okay, and then what I will do, I will check over here if there is a session cart. Okay, if there is a session cart, and I will say and if. Okay, and then if there is session cart, then it's coming over here, and then I will say for each loop. Okay, and for each loop will be session cart. Yeah, that's the array. Okay, and here I will be say value, and what I will be do the next, I will add div, I will say row. Okay, and then inside the row, what I will do, div column d, that's called 4. Okay, and then I will simply say column d 8. Okay, so first column d, I will add image over here. So image. Okay, and I will display the image of the product. Okay, so I will say images, and how can I get the images? So inside the value. Okay, and what we done over here, if I go to the cart, you can see over here that's called image. Okay, so I will say image key. Okay, and I will add class of the bootstrap, that's called img fluid. Okay, save it. So make some proper design over here. Okay, and the next inside the call, what I will do, p tag, and here I will be add value, and then I will add simply name. Save it, and now let's see first. Okay, refresh it, and if I go here, you can see that Samsung and proper display. Okay, now you can see its width is very small. So what I will do, I will say static width over here style, and I will say width, that's called 40 pixel. Okay, 400 pixel. Refresh it. If I go, you can see that now much more clear and proper. Okay, now let me go make it strong, this one. So product name will be in bold. Okay, and then what I will do, I will also display the quantity. So I will say quantity, and quantity will be getting from the value as well. So I will say value, and you can see that quantity. Okay, and here I will be add br, then also I will display the price for it. So I will say product price over here, save it. Okay, and now let me go here and refresh it. If I go over here, you can see that now properly display. You can see that quantity is 1. Okay, and now let me go and click on the Samsung. Okay, there is a 2 item, but you can see that quantity is still 1 there. Okay, so what I will do, go here, you can see that inside my cart controller there is always create and add the quantity one. So what I will do, I am getting already cart, okay, getting the all the product from the cart. But what I need to do first, over here, check cart if there is already set. Okay, so that means if already product is set to the cart, so I will say is set. So that means what I need to do, go here and just I need to update quantity. Okay, so I will say quantity key equal to, I will say get the current quantity plus 1. Okay, save it, and at the end if there is not set the product, then it will be create new one with the 1. Okay, now save it and let me remove it over here. Save it, and if I refresh it, yeah, now let me go add to quantity, and now you can see that there is a 2 quantity. If I click on it, you can see that now 3. Okay, next I will add one more button over here that's called view all, and that will redirect to the cart where you can manage like remove and update the quantity as well. Okay, so let me go here into the blade file, and what I will do, go here into the app, and here at the end I will say div, and I will say text center. Okay, and I will add a tag over here, and here I will say view all, save it. Okay, and I will add plus btn info, save it. Now I will create one route over here, and that's called cart. Okay, and then I will say cart method. Okay, and here I will say cart, save it. And now let me go here, and here I will be define that route quickly. So I will say route and cart it, save it. Okay, now let me go to the controller, and here let me create one function over here that's called cart, and let me return view, and that's called cart, save it. And here what I will do, I will create one more blade file over here, and that's called cart.blade.php, and save it. Okay, and now I will copy this, okay, and paste it over here and remove this entire thing. Okay, now save it, and also this success also will remove. And let's see, let me refresh it, and now let me go here view all. You can see that there is a dashboard, but here what I will say like cart, save it, refresh, and here I will be display list of all the products that we added into the cart. Okay, so what I will do over here, so I will say session, and I will say sorry, if session has cart, and I will say and if. Okay, if there is has, then it will be for each loop. Okay, for each loop of the cart, so I will say copy this, and here I will say details and save it. And what I will do here, I will create one table, so I will use bootstrap table. Yeah, and inside the body I will say t body and save it. Okay, save it, and here I will be give the name of the, okay, column, so I will say product. Okay, and then what I will do, I will also display the price. Okay, I will define the header, and then I will say quantity. Okay, and at the end I will say subtotal. Okay, and then I will remove it. Okay, and then what I will do, I will go and I will add one more tr over here, and first of all I will say td, and here I will be display first image. Okay, and I will take from the images, and then I will get from the details, from the details that I've already given the image, and I will add bootstrap class that's called img responsive. Okay, and then what I will do, I will also display h4 tag, and with that I will be display the product name. Okay, so I will say this details, and that's called name, save it. Okay, and I will add td, and then I will be add price from the details, so I will say price, and then I will say quantity, and then I will say subtotal. Okay, So I will also get the price, and here I will be make it empty over here. Okay, and let's just see that. Okay, save it and refresh it. You can see that, but now you can see image is more bigger over here. So what I will do, I will add some width over here, so that's called width 100 pixels. Save it and refresh it. Now you can see that, but you can see that product name is under over here. So what I will do, I will go and I will say div class row, and inside the row I will add column d. So I will say column d 4, and then I will say column d8. Okay, inside the 4 I will put this image, paste it over here, and inside the column d8 I will put product name over here. Okay, so save it. Okay, save it. Okay, now let me go and refresh. Now you can see that much more clear, but I will say 2 and remove the width, and here I will be say 10. Save it, refresh. Yeah, that's something wrong. I think width we need to keep it. Okay, so I will say width 100 pixel. That's fine, because design is mess. Yeah, now it's much more better. Okay, like Samsung Galaxy, and there is a price that's called 100, quantity is 3, subtotal is 1000, and here I need to display the remove button. Okay, so that way you can also remove that one. So I will go here, and here I will say button, and that's called class btn danger, and I will say delete. Save it and refresh it. Now you can see that delete. Okay, instead of delete I can also put proper class of bootstrap. So I will say not bootstrap, but I will say font awesome class that already we use it. So I will say font awesome 4, and I will say trash. Oh, save it. Okay, and yes, yeah, that's not coming. So what I will need to do, save it, trash. Yeah, now much more better. Okay, you can see that there is a 3 quantity, subtotal is 100, so that's not correct. So what I need to do over here, first of all, I need to simply think like quantity and price, that should be multiply. So I will say quantity, refresh, and now you can see that 300. Okay, and let me add the dollar sign of before the price and before the subtotal. So I will say, yeah, save it and refresh. Now you can see that proper dollar and with the subtotal over here. Okay, now what I will do at the end, I will also display the total. Okay, so what I will do, I will take one more over here, that's called @php, and I will say total equal to 0 by default, and then I will say and php. Okay, and first of all what I will do, here I will be say total equal to dollar total plus, and then I will say this quantity and should be plus. Yep, and then I will say and php. Okay, yeah, now much more clear. And at the end of the for each loop I need to add manually one tr, and there will be td, and I will say call span will be 5. Okay, and here what I will say, display the total, and here I will say total. Okay, and save it. Okay, now refresh it. Now you can see that total 800 over here. Okay, yeah, and I also need to add call span, so that is I forgot. Yeah, call span is the 5. Okay, and I will also add the class text should be at the end. Okay, and I will also add h3, so much more bigger. Okay, save it. Okay, now let me go and refresh. Now you can see that much more clear over here, and let me go and I will add the dollar sign over here, so I forgot it. Save it. Okay, now refresh. Now you can see that subtotal is $800 over here. Okay, now what I will do, I will simply add one more text box over here where you can upgrade and downgrade the quantity. So what I will do, I will go here, and here I will say input, and type will be number. Okay, name will be quantity, and I will add class form control, and also add quantity. Okay, and value will be the quantity. Okay, save it. Okay, and I will also set the minimum quantity 1, so it's not less than 1. Refresh it. Now you can see that. Okay, and I will define the width, so it's not going to make more bigger. So I will say width 100 pixels, save it, refresh. Now you can see that proper. Okay, so now I can save +6, or you can see that over here. Okay, so now first of all, what I will do, when I change it, it should be saved into the database as well. Okay, so what I need to do first of all, okay, so what I will do, I will use the jQuery for it. So what I will do, jQuery, and copy this. Okay, and go here, and at the top I will use jQuery first, save it, and then I will also add one more sections that's called script. Okay, so I will say scripts, save it. Okay, and then at the cart blade file, what I will do, one more section, so I will say section, and that's called script section, and I will say and section. Okay, and then what I will do, script. Okay, now what I will do, I will say body dollar body, and then I will say on. How I will write, so on change event, I will fire for the change event. What is the change? So I will say quantity change. Okay, so this is the spelling mistake, so I will say quantity. Okay, save it, and when class quantity is changed, at that time they should be run. Okay, so function, I will say e. Okay, save it, and now let me alert it. Okay, save it, and let me go here, refresh it, and when I say 4, you can see that alert. If I 6, you can see that. Okay, now what I will do, I will fire the ajax and store, like I will update the session over here. Okay, so what I will do, go here, and then I will, first of all, I will say where elim, and current object I will store inside this. Okay, and then I will write the ajax. So first I need to pass the URL. So what I will do, route, and then I will say cart dot update. Okay, save it, and then let me go here, and here I will be create one more post route over here, that's called cart dash update. Okay, and here I will say cart update, and name will be cart dot update, save it. Okay, and now let me go here and into the, no, yeah, into the cart controller. Here what I will do, function, and then I will say cart update, and here I will say info, and then I will say dollar request all. Okay, so I just info it, so that's, let's see what parameter we are getting. So now let me go here, and method will be post the what we created route, and here first I need to pass the data, so that's token. So we'll say underscore token, and we directly pass over here, that's like this way, csrf underscore token. Okay, and then first I need to pass product underscore id. Okay, so how can I pass the product underscore id? So what I will do, I will go here, and in my td I will say data dash id equal to, I will add dollar details, and I will say product underscore id. Sorry, not product underscore id, this is the key is the id. So I will say copy this. Yeah, I forgot this. Yeah, paste it. Okay, now let me go here, and I will get, how can I get it, lim dot parents tr. Okay, and then attr attributes data dash id. Okay, and then I will say quantity. Okay, and how can I get the quantity, lim dot well. Okay, now save it, and let's response. Okay, and now let me go to the storage, and yeah, let me clean the storage log. Okay, and now refresh it. Okay, if I say 4. Okay, and now let me go here, and I will say, you can see that product id is 1 and quantity is 4. So now what I need to do, I need to update the session over here. So I will say, first of all, cart, and I will get session cart. Okay, and then I will say cart, and I will say request product underscore id. Okay, and then I will say quantity equal to what we are getting the quantity. I will say request, okay, and then I will say quantity. Okay, so that means this is getting from the cart, that get the cart detail from the session, and then updated the quantity over here into the product, and then at the end same thing what we will do, session, and I will say put, and then I will say cart, again the cart variable we over here update, and return response, and I will say JSON response, and then I will say success 1. Okay, over here, and save it. Okay, now what I will do, refresh it, and let's see. Okay, if I go and refresh, and now let me go to the inspect element. Okay, and if I say 4, okay, now you can see that success 1, and if I refresh it, you can see that it's become 4. You can see 5, and if I refresh it, you can see it become 5. But you notice that it's not real time updating subtotal and this our total. Okay, so how can we do that? So first of all, what I will do, I will go here, and this is my coding that's already fixed over here. So what I will do, copy this, and this entire thing I will create one more blad file over here, control X, and then paste it over here. Okay, and yeah, save it. Okay, and I will say cart products. Okay, and save it. Okay, and now what I will do, at the rate include, and I will say cart products. Okay, and here I will say cart products. Okay, save it. So that means I include it. So what I will do over here, once our cart will be updated, at that time I will get again view, and I will render it over here. That's called card products. Okay, and I will say render. That means it's again the render the view. Okay, and here I will say dollar view. Okay, and then I will get into success key. So what I will do over here, dollar, I already added over here card products, card product dot html, then I will say response dot success, save it. Okay, now let me go refresh it. Yeah, that's something problem over here, what I made a mistake over here, card.php, I need to rename dot blade. Yeah, spelling again I made a mistake, rename, and I will say blade. Okay, now save it. Okay, now let me go here, refresh it. You can see that 6. If I say 7, you can see that it's real time updating everything over here. Okay, so same thing what I need to do for remove. So simply go over here, and I will add like remove like from cart, save it. Okay, same thing what I need to do over here, go to the cart, and I will copy this entire thing over here. Okay, and here I will be use remove from the cart. Okay, and here I will be use the same, and what I will do, same method I will use, and here I will be pass as a type. So I will say type should be for update, save it, and here I will pass type that's called for delete. Okay, and we don't have a quantity for that, remove this one. Okay, so everything code are same. Okay, and now let me go here into the card controller. Here what I will do, try and catch, I will also remove this, sorry, not try and catch, I will say if condition, if request type equal to update. Okay, so that means I need to do this thing. Okay, otherwise what I need to do, at the else it should be removed from the object. So what I will do, unset this key, yeah, from the array, and then again I need to put this card. Okay, so I will add the end of this. Okay, so here will be save, and let me clear it, yeah, properly the space. Okay, now save it. Okay, and now let me go refresh it. Okay, so if I say 9, it is also working, and now let me remove it. Yeah, that's nothing. Why? If I go here, refresh it. If I click on it, it's doing nothing. Maybe something wrong over here. So let me go here and I will say remove from cart and go to remove from cart. Okay, and let me alert it. Okay, save it, refresh, and if I click delete, yeah, it's nothing. So something is wrong over here. Into the cart and btn I already defined over here. Yeah, remove, copy this. Okay, and here I say paste it, refresh it, and if I click on delete, yeah, nothing happening. Yes, it's a click event, not a change event. So I will say click event. Yeah, so I forgot it. Okay, now let me remove this, refresh. Okay, and yeah, simply I will say delete. You can see that 900, and yeah, so now you can see that if I go to the home page again, I will say home, go here, and I will say add to cart, go to cart over here. You can see that now. If I can say plus, you can see there now properly. Okay, now here I will be add two buttons over here, that's called continue, and there is a checkout button. Okay, so when you click on checkout, it will create one more order in your database. Okay, so let me go here and let me add another button over here. Okay, so let me go and I will say div, and here I will say class text, and then I will say a. So here I will say a tag. Okay, okay, and I will say continue shopping. Okay, and then I will add class over here, that's called btn warning, save it. Okay, and now let me add href for it, so it will redirect over here into the home. So I will say url, and that should be redirect to the home. Okay, and now refresh it, you can see that continue shopping, and that's redirect to the home. Okay, I will say home. Okay, save it, and then also I will add one more button. Okay, that's called checkout, save it. Okay, and add a class over here, that's called btn success, save it and refresh it. You can see that there is a checkout. Okay, let me remove this card. Okay, over here, so let me make it proper design for it. So I will say this body, entire body, I will remove it. Okay, and then yeah, let me, yeah, this is the body class, so I will remove this. Okay, and also remove this. Okay, so now let me go here, refresh it. You can see that now much more intensive. Okay, and let me clear this all. Okay, so make it proper the code as well. Yes. Okay, now what I will do, when you click on the checkout, then it should be submit one form. Okay, and create the order. So let me go here and create one more route over here, that's called post route, and I will say order, and here I will say order and order dot post, save it. Okay, so this is the route, and here I will be add the form. So I will say form, and action will be route and order, and then I will say method will be post. Okay, and form will close over here. Okay, save it, and here I will be pass csrf token, save it. Okay, and now let me go here into the controller and let me create one function over here, that's called order, and I will say dd hi. Okay, save it, and now let me go here and I will say refresh. Okay, click on checkout, you can see that high, so that means we are coming over here. Now what I will do, I will create tables over here, that's called orders table and order underscore product table. So that means order will store, and also related all the products will be stored into the different table. So let me create one migration over here, so that's called php artisan mac migrations, and I will say create orders table. Okay, yes, I made a mistake, make migration. Okay, and hit enter, and now let me go here into the Okay, let me go to the database migration, and you can see that orders. And what I need to add, first of all, what I will do, I will say integer, and that's I will pass user underscore id, so that login user id we are going to pass over here. And then I will say integer, and that will be amount. Okay, and amount I will be keep label, so later we can make it like update it as well. Okay, so then I will say teeny integer, so I will say teeny integer, and I will say status. Okay, and status will be by default 0, so I will say default 0. Okay, save it. So 0, that means in pending, and 1 means completed. Okay, and then I will also add text column, and that's called stripe underscore id, and I will keep nullable, because when our order will be done, then we will store stripe id into this column. Okay, so this is the one table, and then I will also create order underscore products table, so I will say products table. Okay, save it. Okay, and here what I will do, I will add order underscore id, so I will say order underscore id, and then integer, and that's called product. So one by one product underscore id, so one by one product will be attached to this. Okay, and then this is also nullable, and I will also take integer, that's called quantity, and also I will take the price in integer for now, so I will say price, save it. Okay, so that means order id over here, product id, quantity, and price. Okay, so now let me go and run migration. I will say migrate. Yeah, migration is running, and now let me create model for it. So I will say php artisan mac model, that's called order model. Okay, and then I will say order product model. Okay, now let me go here, and I will say order, and here I will say protected fillable, and then I will define the column name, so that means user id. Okay, then I will say amount, status, all the columns I need to define in fillable, save it. Okay, and same thing for order product, I need to add product protected fillable, and into the array I will also define one by one order id, then I will say product id and quantity, and here I will say price. Yeah, and save it. Okay, now into the order I will also add the relationship, so I will say function. Okay, and that's called like it's not relationship, so I will say products, has many products, so I will say return dollar this has many, and which one, with the order product. Okay, colon class. Okay, so that means each order has a multiple product. Okay, and save it. Okay, now what I will do, go here into the controller, cart controller, and here we already have a session. So first of all I will create order. Okay, and how can I will create order, create, and I will just pass user id. Okay, user underscore id, and then I will say auth user id, so login user id I just take and create the order. By default status will be 0. Then what I will do, I will add for each loop for what, for session, so I will say session cart. Okay, and then one by one cart I will get over here, so I will say order one by one product I will get products, and create product underscore id I will get from the key, then quantity I will get from the value, take from the value. Okay, value, and then I will say price also I will get from the dollar value dot price. Okay, now let me go here, and you can see the product id, quantity, and price that taken from here, and that's end. Okay, and also into the order I also need to add the amount, so dollar amount by default will be 0 over here, and then what I will do over here, equal to plus, and then I will say quantity multiplied by price. Okay, Okay, so now I have an amount as well, and now let me go here and I will say dollar order amount equal to amount. Okay, and then at the end I will say save, then dd dollar order, save it. Okay, now let me go here and yeah, and refresh it. Yeah, that's let me restart again. Okay, so php artisan serve. Okay, yeah, now if I click on checkout, you can see that order is not found. So let me go here and I will say over here order, save it, continue, and you can see that order is created. And let me go to the table plus over here, and if I say refresh, click on order, you can see that 1700. If I go to the order products, there is a true product over here. Okay, so now our order is created over here. Let me go and scroll down over here, you can see order is created. Next I will use the Stripe payment gateway over here. So first of all, what I will do, go here and I already opened the Stripe GitHub package. So what I will do, copy this, okay, and install that one. So let me go here and I will say composer require install and hit enter. It will download and it takes some time. Okay, yeah, so let's wait a moment. Okay, now you can see that. Okay, and now let me go here into the developer account. So if you don't know how to create developer account and all the things, so I've already captured video about that, about entire process. So now let me go here and first of all, what I will do, secret key we required for checkout process. So what I will do, go here and inside my env I will define over here stripe underscore secret. Okay, and then save it. Okay, so we define the Stripe secret over here and we install GitHub composer package. Now let me go to the documentation and you can see that create session. So I will copy for the PHP, copy this and go to our over here into the order. After create the order, what I will do, create the session over here and I will say return, sorry, response variable. Okay, and store into it. Okay, and here I need to pass our own secret. So what I will do, we already define in env file. So I will say env and get stripe underscore secret. Okay, and now save it. Okay, and you can see that there is a successful url. So now for example our payment will success, then it redirect over here. So what I will do, go here and I will create one more get route, that's called get and order success. Okay, and save it, and here I'll say order success method, and then here I'll say order success. Okay, yeah, save it. Okay, now this route I'm going to use, save it. Okay, and here I will say success url. Okay, and I will define route, and here what I will do, I will say session. Okay, here I will be session id because we need to add a session id over here. So I will pass, so later when it's written to the session like success url, then it's giving this id. Okay, over here. So let me go and question mark, I will say session id equal to, okay, here I will say check out underscore session underscore id. Okay, now what I will do next, I will also pass order underscore id underscore id, and that order underscore id I can get from here. Okay, order, and here I will say order id. Okay, so that means our success url created over here. Copy this and paste it over here. Okay, yeah, by default they provide for price, so that means like line items already provide for the subscription, but what we need to use, we need directly one time payment. So what I will do, I will say price underscore data. Okay, and inside that I will also create array, and here I will be also need to define what types of products. So I will say product underscore data. Okay, and inside that one more key I need to define, that's name, and I will simply say shopping Okay, save it. Okay, and then here I will be price, unit price, so I will say unit underscore amount. Okay, and here I need to define 100 multiply whatever amount. Okay, so I will say copy this, okay, and paste it over here. And then I also need to provide currency, so that means currency I will also define like currency USD. Okay, save it. And here also I will provide like a customer underscore email, so we already have an email address, so I will say auth user, and then I will say email. Okay, save it. Okay, now you can see that our response is created over here, and we also created success route. And if I go to the route, I will order success, and here what I will do, yeah, I will create one more method over here, function, and that's called success. And first of all, what I will do, I will go here dollar request and all. Okay, so what we are getting, just let's see, save. Okay, and from the response I will get the URL, so I will return and redirect URL. Okay, save it. Okay, now let me refresh it and let me go to the order. If I go back, refresh, okay, yeah, let me run it again, our project PHP artisan serve, refresh. Now check out. Yeah, you can see that it's redirect with 3400. And let me add dummy credit card information 4242 225, and holder name will be Hardik Savani, and click on pay. Okay, and it's redirect to the success route. Okay, you can see that session ID I got over here, and also order ID, so I made a mistake into that. So let me go here, yeah, so equal to, save it. Okay, and now let me go here, and what I will do, same process I will do from the retrieve. Okay, and now we go to the documentation, and if I click on retrieve, you can see that how easily we can retrieve the record from the stripe. Copy this, and here I will be say, yeah, set stripe. So let me create the stripe object first, copy this. Okay, and this is, here we need to pass the session ID, so I will remove this entire thing. I will get from the request, yeah, request, I'm also getting the session ID, paste it. And now you can see this is the our session, copy this, and let me print it out, this one. Okay, save it. Now let me go back, yeah, refresh it. Okay, and click again checkout. Okay, and you can see that again, let me add 4242, okay, 225, and then I will say Hardik Savani, click on pay. Okay, it's redirect on the again our application, and you can see that with big response over here, and status is complete. Okay, so what I will do, if dollar session status equal to if completed. Okay, so that means our order is completed over here. And what I will do in our order, so I will say order equal to order, I will find order from request, because we are already passing the order ID over here. You can see that order ID, and I will say order ID, find the order ID, and dollar order, and status equal to 1. And then stripe ID also be taken, so I will say stripe underscore ID will take from the session ID. Okay, so that means copy this. You can see that there is a ID over here. Okay, so what I will do, and ID. Okay, and then at the end I will order make it save over here. Once our save, then I will say return with redirect. Okay, and if I go here where we need to redirect on the home again, so I will say redirect route home, and then I will say with success, and I will say order placed. Okay, save it, and if there is not completed, then what I will do, I will copy the entire thing over here, and I will say status will be 2. That means something is wrong, so like fail, and here I will be say failed. Okay, yeah, save it, and now let's see our entire order process. Okay, so what I will do, localhost slash cart. Okay, and now let me click on checkout. Yeah, and you can see that 3000, and let me add 424242 1225, and this is dummy card. I will add the card holder name, click on process. Yeah, it's redirecting, but that you can see that stripe id column not found in the list. So let me go here, where is the problem? So let me go table plus strip id. Oh, I made a mistake, but we keep this for now for order strip. So I will keep this, you can understand what I mean. So let me go back, and I will do again the same process. So I will say cart checkout. Okay, and I will say 4242. Yeah, but there is a problem. One thing, you can see that each row has a 17, so it's become 3400. So that means there is a problem, and we need to keep one quantity over here. I made a 2, so save it. Quantity should be 1. So cancel it, and let me go and do the same process again. So we need to careful with this payment information. This is very important. Let me do it again. 1700, now perfect. 4242. Again, add the card holder name over here, click on pay. Now it should work. So I hope, yeah, you can see that order is placed over here, and let me go to the database and let me refresh it. Now you can see that if I go here and let me make it bigger, you can see that, and status is become 1 amount. And if we go to the order, if I go to the order products, that's also storing proper data. So you can understand how easily we can do the entire process of checkout. And if you like this video, then please subscribe my channel, like this video, and share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, guys.